Okay, now sometimes we're given a triangle and all we know is the sides of the triangle, okay? All we know is the sides of a triangle. And someone came up with a formula, calls it Heron's formula, and that formula is the area of a triangle with sides A, B, and C is equal to the square root of S, that's the letter S, times S minus A times S minus B times S minus C. Well, you know that A, B, and C are the three sides of the triangle. But what on earth is S? So let's come down here and define what S is. S is equal to 1/2 of the sum of A plus B plus C. So we're going to find the semi-perimeter. The S is actually for semi-perimeter. So we're going to find the perimeter of our triangle by adding A plus B and C together and then dividing by 2. And that will give us the semi-perimeter. And that's why they use the letter S. It doesn't matter, but that's the reason that they use the letter S. So let's take a look at a triangle where we have a 3, 5, and 6. This triangle is 3, 5, and 6. To find the area of this triangle, we will first find S. And S is going to be 1/2 of 3 plus 5 plus 6. We add that together. That's 8 and 6 is 14. So that's 1/2 of 14, which means that my S value is 7. Now we're just going to plug into Heron's formula. And K is equal to the square root of 7 times 7 minus 3, which was A, times 7 minus 5, which was B, times 7 minus 6, which is C. So that's 7 times 4 times 2 times 1, and we're going to take the square root of that. Now, the exact answer, you would not plug this into the calculator. You would just do 7 times 4 is 28, times 2 is 56. The exact answer is the square root of 56 square units. Now, that doesn't really help us a whole lot. We might need to simplify our radical, which I'll come back to that in a minute. Or we can type that into the calculator and tell what it is approximately. That is approximately 7.48 square units. Now I'll come back. I said I would come back and simplify radicals for you in a minute. We'll do that. We'll do that on a separate practice problem, but I want to just keep going with Heron's formula first. So once again, I have a triangle. I have all three sides. I have a 4, 5, and 7 triangle. To find S, which is the semi-perimeter, it's going to be 1/2 times A, which was 4. Oh, I'm sorry. 1/2 times A, which is, let me start again. I got ahead of myself. S is equal to 1/2 of 4 plus 5 plus 7. And so 4 plus 5 is 9, plus 7 is 16. So that's 1/2 of 16, which means that my semi-perimeter is 8. Let's plug into our formula, and the area is equal to the square root of 8 times 8 minus 4 times 8 minus 5 times 8 minus 7. Notice I used the three sides, 4, 5, and 7. And that's going to be the square root of 8 times 4 times 3 times 1, which is the square root of 96 square units. And that's the exact answer. The approximate answer, put it in your calculator, the square root of 96 is 9.80 square units. Okay? 9.80 square units. Now I said that I would show you how to simplify radicals, so let's just go back and do an example of that. Let's take the square root of 56 and the square root of 96, and I'll just remind you how to simplify radicals. Okay. If I have the square root, sorry about the cough, if I take the square root of 20, and I don't know what the square root of 20 is, I'm pretty sure that y'all don't either unless we put this in a calculator, but I do know that 20 can be factored. So I'm going to come over to the side and I'm going to factor 20 into 4 times 5. And then I'm going to factor the 4 into 2 times 2 and bring down the 5. So it's 2 times 2 times 5. Remember factor trees from middle school? We brought this all the way down to all of its prime factors. Now, because it's square root, I'm looking for pairs of numbers. And each pair has a partner. So if it has a partner, it can come out of the square root symbol. Anything that doesn't have a partner must remain under the square root symbol. So the square root of 20 is 2 times 2 times 5, which would simplify to 2 root 5. So let's take that problem we had on the last problem, which was the square root of 56. So I'm going to come over to the side, and I'm going to do 56 is equal to, let's do 4 times 14, which is equal to 2 times 2 times 2 times 7. And I'm going to circle a pair, so that pair comes out. And these two numbers don't have a partner, so they have to stay under the radical, but we're going to go ahead and do 2 times 7. Well, we can simplify that. That makes 2 root 14. And that is the exact answer simplified in a radical. Let's do the square root of 96. Same thing, we're going to take 96. I know that's equal to 4 times 24, which is equal to 2 times 2 times 4 times 6. So I'm bringing down, I'm just doing a factor tree, 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. Now look, I've got a pair here and another pair there. So I'm going to write both of those numbers on the outside, a pair of 2 and a pair of 2's. And then the 2 and the 3 stay inside. So what's 2 times 2? 4. What's 2 times 3? 6. And so my simplified radical is 4 root 6. Feel free to find those in Khan Academy or look up any other problems, any other methods for simplifying radicals. That's just my method. Good luck.